Hey, hello, I'm Nash, and with me is Dexter, and today we're just going to be talking a little bit briefly on just kind of the structure of our classes and that just the way our teachers talk to us and that, I don't know, just getting the most out of the information that they're trying to share and like kind of what strategy, whatever you should be doing to get the most out of that information. So to start us off, Dexter's going to share his opinions about what he kind of thinks on just kind of the way that they're talking to us and the demeanor that we should be taking in that information.
Cool, thanks, Nash. So, kind of an idea we were talking about a little bit today was trying to get the most out of our class time. So, something that I've found myself doing, and I think it's probably happened to Nash and everyone in our class as well. You get so focused on wanting to get your homework assignments done, especially today was a Friday afternoon, and like all we wanted to do was like finish our spreadsheets so that we could have the weekend ourselves. But something that I think we both kind of realized today and we were talking about was the idea of like actually listening to the lectures in class, and because like we're paying to listen to our instructor and hear his experiences, so spending that time actually paying attention rather than working on the assignments, because in the grand scheme of things, like we've got lots of time out of class to work on that stuff. Thoughts on that, Nash?
Yeah, like so just for an instance. So today we had a talk and we're talking about fungicide, this kind of stuff like that. A lot of this is really good information. We're having really good discussions about preventives and curatives and like different AIs and like the rotations and all that kind of stuff. And you look around, there's some people just trying to get as much done they can in class time. Like they're worried about, okay, crap, I don't want to work on this much out of class. So you see them heads buried in their spreadsheets, just hammering out this stuff, and they're missing all this really good key information. And so that's kind of, I think the root of this, maybe not necessarily a problem, it's something that just maybe needs to be said through the class or whatever, but just, hey guys, like, teachers giving us this good information that, again, like Dexter said, this is the information that we're paying for. We're not necessarily paying to work on spreadsheets and stuff. So I think it's, maybe working on that kind of balance between your class time and your in-school time, or not in-school time, your out-of-school time, and just trying to figure out, all right, when should I be working on these kind of spreadsheets and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. Like it goes back to that prioritizing your time and understanding, like, yeah, it's nice to have your weekend to yourself and get to class super early on a Friday, but I mean also we're here to learn, and you have to dedicate time outside of class to homework.
The other thing that I will say, kind of adjacent to this though, is that maybe a bit of our faults, but throughout the first 2 years that we've been here, it's been a very much that kind of structured class setting where the teachers basically say, this is what you need to figure out, go ahead and learn it. And they're there to guide us, don't get me wrong, but they very much leave our learning up to us. And so we don't really get that much of a lectured structure in like the daily classrooms, whereas, Jason's a different type of teacher. He likes to do those kind of things. And again, it's really helpful. It's sharing really good information. But, maybe it's just because we're just so used to going in and finding all this information on our own and just using the class time to try and get that kind of base structure work down of our assignments, but maybe we've gone too far with it now, trying to get the whole assignment done in class kind of thing. But that's just sort of kind of some of our thoughts that we were thinking about, just kind of the way that our classes have been structured and the kind of way they've been going. Any final thoughts? Or?
Yeah, just to kind of summarize that, like moving forward, particularly in classroom settings, I think what we need to do to sort of avoid this is really prioritize time outside of class for our homework, so that when we're in class, our attention isn't divided up between things, like we're solely focused on the lecture at hand or the presentation that's going on. And I think that's kind of how we can, take this moving forward and avoid this nose to the keyboard, not looking up, to what the teacher's saying.
Okay, thanks for listening.